Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Psychic TV International. It is Saturday, the 22nd of October at 8 p.m. My name is Harry T, and we go live every Thursday and every Saturday. Once a month, we do sort of specials. And tonight's special, we have Rhonda Kelly on, and I know she's very excited in being given the opportunity, as all of the psychics are, I think. So once a month, we're doing these little specials where you sort of showcase the one psychic. Normally we do the two psychics, as you know, and we do 1, 1, 1, 1. But what happens is it becomes so repetitive, right? Because it's reading. It's just, it becomes a little bit, anyway. So as someone who has been around for a very long time, I don't want to make myself like a dinosaur, but I've been around for a long time. I think it's good to break it up a bit and sort of have a little bit of freshness. And you guys seem to be really enjoying that. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Karina. Hi, Michael. Hi, Cherie. Oh, you guys are great. Amazing. I'm still black and white. I actually don't know how to switch it again. I'm so glad that all of you love the black and white because I have no idea how to change it. I said to our producer on Thursday, I don't know how to change it back now. And she said, everyone loves the black and white, which is true. You all love the black and white, thank God, because I don't know how to change it. Anyway, I've got to figure it out. So how is everybody doing? Hey, Harley. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Linda. Hi, Nadine. So good to see you all. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Julie. So basically, oh, you know what? I've just realized I can't see a banner. Let's have a look at this. Hold on. Let me see if I can add a banner to this. There's no banner. Show. Did I just fix that? Saturday night special live. Yes. Amazing. All right, cool. So we found the banner. So you can see the numbers scrolling down on the bottom of your screen. And I think they'll also be visible above me if you're watching on Facebook. Let me check. Pretty sure you'll see them. Hey, Donna. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Andrew. Are you all? Hi, Karen. You all are lovely. So please go to the website. Oh, let me find Facebook. Found it. Please go to the website, psychictvinternational.com, for all of the information on the psychics and on the show. Here it is. Yes, you can see the numbers above me. Amazing. So the number in Australia is 02-907-10199. The number in the US is 1914-3737280. The number in Canada is 1-7788-071-426. And the number worldwide is +61 488 25177. So if you go to the website, psychictvinternational.com, you will see who is on and what their PIN numbers are. Let me tell you. Okay, so for example, right now we've got Benjamin Graham on PIN 9166. We've got Jeffrey Lawrence on PIN 9117. He's also available for an email reading. So if you can't make the call, you can email him, actually. So that's a really good option. We've got Amazing Grace on PIN 9888. She's also available for an email reading. We've got Kat Simic, who I've known forever. She's available on PIN 9803, and Kat's very busy, so definitely snap her up. Maria, who is new to the team, she's available on PIN 9126. She's also available for an email reading. And we've got Natalie Norton-Baker, who is super busy on these phone lines, let me tell you. And her PIN is 9810. So they're all logged in right now for your calls. As I said, the numbers are above me. I've read them out to you, and they're scrolling down on the bottom of your screen. So wherever you're from, you can dial the number and enter in one of those PIN numbers. Alternatively, you can also get an email reading with a couple of them at psychictvinternational.com. Now, let me also basically remind you that you need to like this video and share this video, please. So like this video and share this video. And once you've liked and shared it, then you can definitely come on and you can ask Rhonda questions. You can ask her questions about the process of her gifts. You can ask her questions about what she perceives and believes to happen in a psychic reading, in a mediumship reading, life after death, whatever you're curious about. And you can also ask her reading questions as well. Just vary it up though, right? So these are why we're doing these once a month special shows. So varied up. And by the way, Rhonda Kelly's pin is 9897. Let me just write it next to her name before I bring her on. Kelly 9897. Perfect. All right, let's bring on Rhonda Kelly and we will speak with her. Oh, actually, before I do that, Cherie, you are a legend. Let me bring you on. Love that. Cherie has been watching for ages and we love her. And I think, was it last week, Cherie, I said that you're part of the team? Is that what I said to you last week? Can't remember when it was, but I remember telling you that. This is a perfect example. So the first step you do is you like the video. The second step you do is you share the video. And the third step you do is you write a comment, liked and shared, will I move house soon? So that's perfect. So you like the video first and foremost. Second step is you share the video. And the third step, if you would like a complimentary reading, you need to write a comment that you've liked and shared the video and leave your question in that comment. Cherie, legend as always. Okay, everyone's private messaging me, whatever. All right, let's bring on Rhonda on. Hi, Rhonda.
Hello, Harry. How are you? Hello,
I'm
PTV
good.
Australia and International.
How are you doing? Psychic TV International. How are you doing, Rhonda?
Yeah, I'm really well, thank you. I'm really excited to be here, and
Oh,
it's
I'm
always
so
lovely to
glad.
see you. Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to have you. Everyone always loves you, Rhonda. You're definitely a. I think I said to you the last time you're the, what did I call you? Reese Witherspoon. The Reese Witherspoon.
That's it.
Yeah. The Reese Witherspoon of the show, and people do adore you. So Rhonda, I would love you to tell people a little bit more about you and how you can help them, about your gifts, and also I'm going to sort of ask you random questions about yourself and also your abilities and whatnot. And we might even get a variation of questions here, because as the host who's hosted, many shows, and obviously I come from a television background and I've been around for yonks. I know what viewers like, right? So, and I sort of made a decision, which got approved by Jane and also got approved by production, of having a guest psychic once a month where we vary it up. We used to do it before and people really loved it, because it sort of becomes otherwise too repetitive, and you want to vary it up. I mean, I know there are people out there that will probably copy and whatever, but at the end of the day, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But you can't really imitate original. But anyway, whatever. That's what I suppose. Plastic is common. But anyway, you can definitely ask whatever question you like of Rhonda, and you can get to know her. And I'll ask her some things too. But Rhonda, tell us a little bit more about you, please, darling.
Absolutely. So I'm a psychic medium. I use all of my senses, so all my clairs. I hear, see, smell, feel, taste. So when I do a reading, I'll tell you what I see or what I taste. Sometimes it's all of them. Sometimes it's just a couple. So every individual reading is different, obviously. I tend to use oracle cards when I do face-to-face readings. I don't use any tools when I do readings like this, but I basically like to. I get a lot of metaphors, which I later get validation that it relates to your life. So I really like the way Spirit gives me messages, because it sort of makes sense to you, ideally. But I don't tell you what to do. I like to empower you to make a decision. I'm really good at picking up a person's intentions. So whether that's in a relationship or a workplace setting, there might be a bit of conflict or bullying or something like that. So I tend to give you sort of options of what's going on and tell you where the person's coming from. And sometimes the person is coming out of acting out of love. It might not feel that way, but when you sort of relax your anxieties, you realize that there's other options and they're wanting you to grow. So that's sort of one of my strengths, just to really focus on that. I also teach psychic development and mediumship. So for me, that means I hijack your abilities. So when I'm, for example, reading someone who can read auras, I'll suddenly see the person's aura, or I'll get colors. So that's actually really pretty cool. But if I tell you something like that, then that's related to your spiritual journey. So yeah, please ask questions about how I became me. And I've done other things with my career. I've had 2 academic careers prior to being a psychic medium. And I was basically guided by Spirit to be doing this. And this is now my full-time business. And it has been for about 10 years or something, sort of in the past, since being on Psychic TV Australia. I've sort of taken this a bit more seriously.
Amazing, amazing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that, Rhonda, because you are terrific and you are just a bundle of joy. Cherie said she met you. Cherie met you at the Opera
Yes, I
House
did
as
meet
well.
I
She was
did meet
Rhonda.
Cherie. Yeah, hi
Right.
Cherie,
Oh, hi,
and
Cherie.
your
You met
family as
her.
well. Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, amazing. See, I
Also,
told you Cherie's part of the team.
sorry. Also, Jen gives her apology. She's at her 50th tonight,
Oh, lucky Jen. I love
and we
Jen.
had a bit of a Facebook joke about her going and watching this in the toilet.
Oh, I
You know,
love
watching it
Jen.
for the hour.
Jen, if you are in the cubicle watching, hello.
So,
Oh, God bless her. She's amazing. You know what? We really do have some of our regulars on here that they're such loyal viewers of the, and I hate the word fans because fan is short fanatic for fanatics. So, really they're part of the family. They're like, they really are. So I really am so grateful to all of you. We've got some terrific questions coming in. Okay, we've got some reading questions. We've also got some questions on your thoughts about the afterlife, and everyone has different views. So I also like to vary it up. Hold on a second. Let me pick which one. Rhonda, is there anything you want to plug, by the way? Before you do, if there's
yes.
anything, you know what? Let me just take myself off the screen for 2 seconds. And then if there's anything you want to plug, feel free, and then I'll
Okay.
come back in 2 seconds.
All right. Beautiful. So in a fortnight's time, on Saturday the 5th of November, for people based in Sydney, I host my own psychic fairs. So it's Ocean Wing Psychic and Spiritual Fair at the Tram Sheds. It's Harold Park Community Centre at the Tram Sheds in Forest Lodge near Glebe. So come by. It's open 10 till 7 p.m. I basically have talks, presentations during the day. There's stall holders, quite interesting stall holders. There's a guy that's a death jeweler who talks about conscious dying. So really quite a good mix. So come by, have fun, bring your family, bring your friends.
Amazing. Was
Thanks
that
so
your
much.
Ocean Wings? Was that your Ocean
Yes,
Wings event?
yes, 2 weeks
Yay!
ago.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
Absolutely.
I would be there. I would be there if I could. You know that. You know that.
That's okay.
Maybe in 2023. All right, let's go with great question. Gwen. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Rhonda. Hold on a second. I can't pick you, Gwen. I need to unpick you. You've got such a good question. I need to unpick you because you didn't like and share. Gwen, like the video, share the video, then in the comment, write liked and shared, and that is such a great question.
It
I
is.
can't
It
pick
really
it
is.
though. So the good thing is we found a great question that was such a great question, but I
Yeah.
can't showcase it because we need the whole liked and shared, otherwise it doesn't work. But Gwen, like this video, share this video, include it in your comment, and write that same comment because it was brilliant. I did show it up, so you know what you asked. It was brilliant. Okay. All right, let's go with the next one. Gwenny is saying she did like and share earlier, but darling, you need to write it in the comments. Cherie, can you explain it again? I mean, I think. Okay. Very slowly. You like the video, you share the video, and in the comment, the one comment, you need to include liked and shared and the question. So you can't write liked and shared in one comment and then the question in a second comment. It needs to marry up. It needs to actually be combined. Okay. So Gwen, fix it. Go ahead. Okay. Because it was such a great question. All right. Let's go with there are still a good hold on. That's funny. All right, let me star all these. All right, Cherie, for a reading, you have to like and share. Then in one comment, here is an example, liked and shared, will I move house soon? Exactly. And make sure you continue to do that. All right, so we've got some really good questions. I want to ask you something. So
Sure.
when you are doing a reading or when you're getting messages, do you see, do you feel, do you hear, do you sense? Is it a combination? What do you get?
Yeah, a combination really, Harry. I never used to feel. I never used to. I kind of consciously switched it off, I believe, but now I feel all the time. But I can also tune out. So I'm not someone who gets overwhelmed in a food court or anything like that. So I am selective. I don't see as clearly as I did as a child, but occasionally I do. So I kind of, and I do have themes where since my brother's died, actually I hear a lot more because I've heard his voice. So I actually heard for the first time when I was in danger and he told me to leave a situation. So I kind of figured, well, if I can hear and if I can see in the rest of it and I can hear, then when I'm in danger, I can practice that. So I kind of have fine-tuned things, and now I don't think about how I'm going to get a message. I just go with what I get. I just have to trust it.
Amazing. I love that. I love that sort of combination. Okay, let's go with Gwen, did you do it? I know it was such a great question. All right, let's go with lots of reading questions, which I know you're, and I know that everybody here is loving you, which is so good. Hold on a second. Yes, she's done it. She's done it. Gwen. Woohoo! All right. Gwen, legend. Rhonda, I'd like to share, God bless you. When we pass over and meet up with our married partners, if we've been married twice or thrice, which partner would we meet with over in the afterlife?
I believe all of them. I believe every partner you have for a reason. I mean, first of all, I'll put a caveat on that answer in that I've never died, so I don't know. I just some people might want to kill me, but never died. So I've certainly read books on spirituality, and I've done a lot of readings now, and I've had some really, really interesting mediumship readings lately where, if I can tell you about one, I read for a lady who first thing I picked up was a military connection. Her father was a prisoner of war on the Burma Railway. My uncle joined the reading, and I kind of said, "What are you doing here?" And he was a prisoner of war with her father. So that was just a completely bizarre, I thought how, 6 degrees of separation in the living and in the afterlife. But, that there was obviously a reason of some a message for me of trusting, or a message of just connection, or how how closely related we all are, regardless of our religion or culture or whatever. We're all, it was just a fascinating reading. So I feel like that's relevant to your question, Gwen, in that
Totally.
there's value in people we meet in our lives. I had, like, I'm happily married, but the man before I was with before my husband, we were actually engaged for a short period of time, but that really taught me about what I didn't want in a relationship. But at the time we met, we basically connected on a level of grief and getting past that grief. So a lot of people didn't understand the relationship, but to me it made perfect sense, sort of on that soul level, on that need. So
Amazing.
you have different partners and different close friends, and even pets that you miss terribly. They're like you've lost a child. So there's a reason why people come into our lives, and I feel that in the afterlife we're met by all of them. I don't see any one particular part of your life or lesson in life is more valuable than the other.
I think also it's very similar to it's almost symmetrical to the earth plane, in the sense of you don't see everyone all the time, you don't speak to everyone all the time, but you can pick up the phone when you need to, or whatever.
Yes.
Right? I think it's very similar to that. So if you had a connection, if you knew someone, I agree. I think it's almost like magnets are drawn to one another, and likeness, there's a likeness about it.
Absolutely.
And I think that is true. And as you said, neither one of us have died, but it is something that, there is a place that contains all souls, really, in a way.
Absolutely.
I believe in heaven, and but I also believe, I get, you know what, can I ask you this? This might be a little bit controversial, but who cares?
Sure.
I've got a book coming out that I think is going to be probably very controversial, but anyway, whatever. I believe, this is my belief, and I'd love to know your point of view. And again, I know everyone out here would probably be wondering this as well. Do you think, and I'm going to ask for your opinion on this, because I know what mine is. Do you think that everyone who passes goes to the same place? Or do you think there are sort of different levels of places?
Yes, 100%. I believe that everyone goes to heaven, but I also believe there's different levels of heaven. And I've read different things, that there's 5, there's 8.
Right.
So God knows how many.
Right.
And that for me is crucial, because there's certain religions that say if people suicided, they don't go to heaven.
Right.
Well, my father committed suicide. I witnessed it. So
wow.
I it brings me joy to know that he's gone to heaven, he
That
hasn't
he's
gone to
gone to
hell.
a good place.
So,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
but I also believe that depending on how good you are, so if you're
Mhm,
naturally good and giving, you're a foster mum, you don't place value on money and materialistic things, you're on a high level,
mhm,
as opposed to someone who may be a public figure, but does things for ego, for monetary gain,
mhm.
or takes advantage of people, even if it's, stealing $5 here and there. I believe they're on a lower plane.
Yeah, 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 exactly. I
That's
think
my belief. And I
I
do
think
also believe that the higher you are, the lighter you are,
Mhm,
and you can
mhm.
help people on the lower planes.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I almost liken it also to almost like if you think about the chakras and the rainbow colors, almost like there is
Yeah.
different layers, right? Different levels, different
Yes.
colors almost. I
Yeah.
think we sort of resonate with certain colors and we resonate with
Mm.
certain levels. And
Yeah.
when I was writing my book, I definitely really delved into that. It's in editing at the moment as we speak, and when they send it back, there's I've got to actually write this down. There's something that I forgot to write in there that I know that is important. I'm going to write that down actually as I speak. So I think it's actually what I'm going to lose that piece of paper. I'll write it in my phone. I think it's also someone like Mother Teresa is not
Mm.
going to be in the same place as a Hitler. I don't think that they're going to both be
Mm.
hanging out in the same level of heaven. There's no way.
Yeah. I still Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
No. Yeah, go tell us.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely, and that's a hugely controversial thing, but even someone like Hitler who, did terrible things, I
Mhm,
I still feel that on some spiritual level, it depends on your intention. Are you intending to benefit your people?
mhm.
Are you intending to do this, with what they sort of know? Because people act with, the values that they have and the upbringing they have, and obviously now it's very different because we've got social media. People can access information very quickly compared to, a couple hundred years ago where people didn't know things, and I
Right.
thought, so I do believe that there's sort of expectations based on the time that you're alive.
I think that makes sense, but I also, for me, I know, because for example, when you do talk about Hitler, and I say this because I'm Armenian, we experienced a genocide, and
Yeah.
most of my friends are Jewish, so I really really get that whole, it's just tragic what happened in
Mm.
history, but for me, I know that there's no way Hitler is hanging out with Mother Teresa. There's no way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I also, this is also a fact, guys, by the way, if you're interested in a little bit about history, I'm a little bit of a history nerd, because I read a lot and I study a lot. Hitler used psychics and used astrologers. So when you
Right.
use this, yes, so a lot of people don't know this. So when you use your gifts of psychic abilities, of mediumship, of astrology, whatever, it's really interesting to note that it can be used for good things and also bad things.
Yeah, oh,
So
absolutely.
so isn't that interesting? And
Mm,
and it's like just always be mindful of, like you were talking about intention. You
mm.
know, a match can light a candle, but it can also burn a house down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so so if you think about it, it's not necessarily the tool that is good
Mm,
or evil, it's neutral. It's how it's
yeah.
used.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
so I think it's really interesting when people talk about, because not many people discuss this, but
No.
after the process of me writing my book, I really, really thought about it even more. And I thought, you know
Yeah.
what? It's important to sort of let everyone know that yes, being psychic is great, but it's how it's used that's more
Absolutely.
important. It's because it can be
Yeah.
used for good or evil.
Oh,
So it's
absolutely.
yeah, it's really good to highlight that. That was a great little history
Yeah.
piece and a little discussion.
Yeah.
See, I knew it'd be good. All right, let's go with Ricky. Hi, Ricky. I've liked and shared. Hi, all. Am I meant to go searching for my soulmate, or should I let them come to me? Or are there any messages from my dad to me? You can pick one or the other. You don't have to do
Yeah.
both of these
Thanks,
parts.
Ricky. First of all, I'm feeling a bit of both. I feel like your dad is saying it's for you to put yourself out there more, and if something's not working, try something different.
Oh,
It's Yeah, I'm also feeling like I almost feel like your dad is saying, "Don't deprive yourself." I don't know whether you've sort of got it's almost like you're very fixed in your routine, Ricky, and you kind of think, "Oh, I've worked really hard, but my soulmate hasn't come to me. Where's my reward?" but just sort of change it up a bit. And your dad's sort of just showing me him juggling, like just, pick a thing and do something different on a weekend.
Very
Yeah, thank
good.
you, Ricky.
Awesome. Loved it. Thank you. Let's go with Haley. Hi, Haley. Liked and shared. When do you see me meeting the one? Ooh.
Hi, Haley. You're not going to like this answer, but I feel like you've already met the one. I feel like the one is already in your energy. And I'm sort of seeing, I mean, I can see you clearly and you're beautiful, but I'm kind of, I feel like I'm looking at you in a mirror and there's people around you and you've just got to, and there's fog around the peoples, but you've got to wipe the correct one to look for the correct one. So I would sort of look at your friends in your circle of friends. That's what I'm getting. Thanks,
How
Haley.
amazing. How amazing. All right. Let's go with Lynn Rawlings. Hi, Lynn. Liked and shared. Do you see, and I love the colors, red and orange. Do you see my problems evaporating anytime soon? Thank you. Well, problems never evaporate. They're always going to be around.
Yeah,
But
Lynn,
what do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like those problems have been there for a while. I feel like you need to write lists. I know that I feel like you write down bits of paper and then you lose them. So, even get a blank exercise book and write down, like a diary kind of thing, and just prioritize what you need to do. There's two things you need to prioritize, and I feel like once you sort those out, one's around home, one's outside of home. And I also want you to stop taking on board other people's issues because I'm not getting that they're all of your problems. They're some problems by association. So you've got to sort of say, even not answer the phone at a certain time because I feel like someone's calling you at 6 to 7 o'clock every day and telling you the problems, whether you talk for that whole hour or something. But I just feel sort of block that and then concentrate on your own problems. So they're no longer problems.
God, that's so true. You know what? I have 2 phones,
Oh,
right?
God.
I have
So do I,
2
actually.
phones. I have 2 phones. And, most people I know have this number. Not many people have this one. And I can tell you that in my life, I've got one friend, Kate, who I love to pieces. And I feel like she probably hears my problems more than I hear hers, which is a rarity in my life. But the majority of friends of mine, as much as I love them, I am telling you, there is a reason my phone is on do not disturb mode because my phone, and we're talking from super famous people to people that no one knows, my phone rings off the hook and it's like nonstop and people just constantly put stuff on me. And I just, you know what, you have to sometimes just put boundaries up and say enough.
Absolutely.
You have to because, and I think that's why, and I think it's really good to what you just said, focus on your own problems. I've had a lot of health issues this year, and then I've got people sort of carrying on about just gibberish.
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
whenever it comes to that, I'm a pretty strong person, and I've told some super famous people to like zip it. So don't ever feel that you can't, set those boundaries and focus on your own life, because let me tell you something. Those people that are constantly giving you problems or constantly putting their problems on you, they're not paying your bills.
That's right. That's exactly
so just remember that. Just remember that. See, I love these little shows. You get really I mean, I'm so candid as it is, but I think it's good it's good for people to sort of hear. We're all human, and I think it's important that people can relate to things.
I say no all the time.
I love saying no.
I'm very comfortable with that.
Oh, good on you. I love that about you, Rhonda. I love that. Oh, there's a bit of a theme here in about romance, Rhonda. Look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this. Hi, Rhonda. Liked and shared. Do you see a romance for me with the man I know already? What do you think?
Yes, I do, actually. He's a bit lazy, but he's smart lazy. So I feel use a bit of logic with him and give yourself a time frame. So give yourself 3 months. So tell him what your expectations are, and I just feel be a bit direct with him.
Awesome. Very good. I love that. There's a little bit of a theme, isn't there? All right, let's go with Erin Dern. Erin's one of our regulars. Happy Saturday. Ooh, gosh, you know what? I only knew it was Saturday because of the show. I I had no idea. Honestly, I have no idea what day of the week it is. And everything just combines into one. But I
Yeah.
always know that I do a show on Thursday and a show on Saturday. So once I've done the Thursday show, I know how many days after that is the next one. That's how I know what day. I mean, I probably need to get a little bit of a life, I think. But happy Saturday, loved and shared. I'd love any messages. If you have any for me from Spirit or my guides, thank you in advance.
Okay, Erin, my sense of smell is going into overdrive. So when you're smelling, so you've got a bit of clarifaction. So when you're smelling things, it's not that it's not something you're physically smelling. I'm also feeling that you psychically smell. There's career changes around you, and I don't mean sort of, it's not a major change of doing one thing or the other, but within the scope of what you're currently doing, there's changes around that. But I feel like sort of that's going to gain momentum towards the end of the year, and it's going to sort of happen January, February is what I'm getting. But go with your psychic sense of smell. And there's nothing wrong saying, did you smell that? You're not trying to be smart. Like it's just as a way of calibrating. Wow, that's what that means. And that's around. I feel like that's around money, Erin.
Oh,
Thank
how
you.
interesting is that? That's awesome. Great.
Mm.
Donna, hold on, not Donna. Oh no, it is Donna. Sorry, it is Donna. It is you,
Yeah.
Donna. Hi, Donna. No, it's so funny. I just thought I read a different name, but I didn't. It was Donna. Hi, Donna.
Beautiful.
Liked and shared. Hello, lovely Rhonda. I had an interview for a great job this week. Ooh, will I be successful? And if so, will I start in January 2023?
Yeah, I feel like you will be successful, Donna. But I'm feeling like I'm also getting a yes to you starting in January 2023, but I feel like there'll be an expectation for you to commit a month earlier. So I'm getting December. And that doesn't make sense with the timeline, but it's almost like, they'll give you, and I'm getting the 8th of January as a start date, but I'm also feeling like they'll invite you in to do training or something in December, but they'll phone you a lot. So I feel like the training schedule or something is going to kind of clash with you a bit. So, but just do what you can do. But I also feel like if you're, regardless of whether you do it to their schedule or not, you'll still be starting in January. Thank you, Donna.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, great. You know what? I've got such a great question from
Awesome.
Cherie. I love this one. Cherie, I can always count on you. Okay, loved and shared. I personally do not believe in reincarnation. However, I believe that our loved ones in spirit are looking after the souls that are waiting to be born. And that's why we see traits of our loved ones in the next generation. What are your thoughts on this? What a great question.
Yeah, I do believe all of that as well. I'm also feeling that you get that from generations back as well. So even if it is a sort of a grandfather or a great grandfather you haven't met, they're still in your bloodline. There's still that love and protection of you. So I feel like sometimes things skip generations. I know personally I'm very different from all of my family, and I don't know where I get it from. I really don't. So I feel like I take after someone, a grandparent that I haven't met. But yes, I do believe in that. With reincarnation, I know some people strongly don't believe in it,
Mm-hmm.
but I've read stories. I've read obviously books. I'm a bit of a nerd, but
Yeah.
I've read things that are very compelling. You'll get a kid that has an idea about something or is fascinated by military history and knows all the names in a family, or has some sort of knowledge. I do believe that we come into this life and we have a contract to learn whatever we need to learn from that association with our mum, or and the dad in association with mum and that sort of thing. But if you remembered what you had in past lives, then you'd learn that lesson really quickly, and sort of what's the point to life. So I do believe that we come for lessons to help our soul grow, but I also feel that that's not sort of completely separate. I do believe that there's people that remember more of their past lives. So I don't know whether that's sort of reincarnation, or I don't feel like it's as strict as a soul going into another soul. I feel like souls can be sort of split. I mean, again, I haven't died, so I don't know, but I don't feel it's as black and as cut and dry as, no, I don't believe in reincarnation, or yes, I do. I
Yeah.
feel like there's some continuation of that
I
energy.
think it's sort of open to discussion in that sense. My personal view, I'll give you my view. So I don't believe in reincarnation as a set, how most people perceive it to be. And I'll tell you what I think. I think there's a recycling of soul that does
Yes.
occur. And I think there are too many stories that sort of, can verify the recognition of a lifetime before someone was born. But I don't think necessarily, let's just say someone's husband died. I don't think necessarily that husband is going to reincarnate into another form and disappear from the spirit world. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
I
sometimes
100% agree with that.
I think sometimes people think the reincarnation process, and a lot of people, actually very famous mediums who I have known in the past, actually have said that the person is not in the spirit world to connect because they've already come back. I don't agree with that. I think the soul can recycle, but I think your husband or whoever will always be that. So I write about it a little bit in my book, where that comes out in February. It's available for. I'm probably not allowed to. My publisher keeps telling me I can't announce anything until they've told me. But anyway, whatever. My belief on reincarnation is the recycling of the soul, but I also think that we are all made of a mind, body, and spirit, right? And we also have fragments of the Holy Spirit within us that sort of connects everybody, right? So it's like an interconnection of everyone. And I think that spirit can be reincarnated. But your soul, which is unique to you, for example, Rhonda, your soul, will always be unique to Rhonda Kelly. So I don't think your soul will change ever. It will always be Rhonda, right? But I think the element of the spirit that is within you, that everyone sort of has, it's like an invisible link, that can be reincarnated again and again and again. So I think I think if you imagine it like I don't know, let's just pretend it's like a little crystal, and this is a crystal. So mind, body, spirit, and the Holy Spirit, let's just say, right? I think if you imagine this as the soul, it will always be yours. This is the Holy Spirit within everyone that can be reincarnated. So I think that within the soul can be reincarnated, but this can't. This will always remain individual. Does that make sense? I hope that's
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And certainly, if someone's soulmate, love of their life died 30 years ago, it's a bit rough to say when the partner dies, oh, sorry, you missed me by a day of reincarnated. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's true. You're right. You're spot on. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it, Rhonda. I've seen it. And it's not true. It's not like that. Like, if that was the case, imagine when someone dies, they'd have no one over there. Everyone
That's
would
right.
Everyone would be back.
Nobody loves me, even in the afterlife.
Where is everyone? Oh, that's funny. All right, let's have a look.
Also, just on that, I also believe that, from what I've read, that in the afterlife, when we're more light bodies, the sort of mind-to-mind communication is faster. We're able just to connect. I feel like we're really inefficient the way we talk, and
it's thought. We communicate on thought. It's really, there's no time and space. We communicate on thought. Alison, exactly. That's what I've just said. Alison said, I read that we had two souls, which is like soul and the spirit. That's sort of what I was explaining. So
absolutely.
That's what I believe. I believe that you've got a mind, body, soul, and a fragment of the Holy Spirit. So that can be reincarnated, but the soul that is unique to Alison, for example, Alison will always be Alison. But the spirit within can be reincarnated. They're different. That I think, isn't that a great way to explain it?
Because it really is,
Yeah. And when I wrote it in the book, I thought, gosh, I really need to start telling people this more. I know. It's sort of like,
I think I'll be stealing your material, Harry.
More than welcome to. Oh, you're great, Rhonda. I'm so glad that we're doing this. All right, let's go with another one. Maybe Maria. Hi, Maria Short. Liked and shared. I would love to hear from my mum from the other side.
Beautiful. Yeah, your mum, I straight away I'm feeling sort of neck and torso pain, like I can't take a breath. That's what I'm feeling with your mum. I I feel like your mum cared for other people. It's kind of like I'm just getting from your mum there was just a feeling of obligation. She just did so much for people, and I know that's very much a mum thing, but yours was on a whole new level kind of thing. I I feel like you've made changes in your life, Maria, recently, almost setting boundaries, what we talked about earlier, and um, not said no, but you're kind of doing nice things for yourself, and your mum's really happy about that because she never did that for herself. I also know that you worry a lot about the health of other people, and again, I feel like it's sort of like the health of in-laws or other people. So again, don't make other people's problems your problems. You know, you've just got to sort of trust and you can pray and all the rest of it. And that intention is helping. So you don't
Mm.
have to physically do things. So that's the message from your mum. Just love and support. Thank you.
Amazing. Cherie's written, I'm so glad I opened the door to this conversation. We are so similar on our thoughts. Cherie, I'm so
Yeah,
glad it was
beautiful.
such a brilliant question.
Yeah,
Cherie, what are we
absolutely.
going to do? What are we going to do next week when it's your husband's birthday?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? First of all,
Yeah.
thanks for the invite. And second of all,
Yeah.
what are we going to do? Cherie, what are we going to do? I know
It was
she's.
quite funny when I saw Cherie, I thought, "You look familiar. I wonder if I went to high school with you."
Oh, did
And I
you?
didn't
Yeah.
even think of Facebook and
She's got an
Psyche
awesome,
TV.
awesome,
Yeah,
awesome photo up. Yeah, no, I'm so
yeah.
glad that you met her. She's great. She's
Mm,
terrific. Um, all right, let's bring you another one. Gosh, everyone's loving tonight. I know I'm loving it
beautiful.
too. So fun. Let's do Michael because we know Michael. Hey
Hi, Michael.
Michael, we know Michael. We love Michael. Loved and shared. Thank you so much. And lovely seeing you, Rhonda. I just wanted
Thank
to
you,
know what
Michael.
message do you have from my spirit guides? I'm going through a bit of a change. Have I made the right choices? Oh, good question.
Absolutely, you've made the right choices. You've still got more choices to come. Change is good for you. You're very capable, you're very accomplished, and there's more recognition for you as well. I know that can be isolating in terms of sort of family commitments. You're sort of here and there. You feel obligated to be elsewhere. And I know it can be isolating in terms of romance because you're of one level you're admired by potential partners, but another level you're sort of kind of like, oh, does he have time for me? So it's sort of isolating. But I feel like you're going to keep evolving, and you've got two separate businesses, but you're also pushed for something else. But I'm feeling like that new thing. There's an element of just trusting that to happen, and there's going to be a bit of media attention about that. So
Ooh,
I do,
fun.
I do, I do see success for you, and I feel like you'll be happy with because you're very hardworking. You'll be happy with the amount of work you put in it, and just have in the back of your mind that you're always evolving.
Oh, I
Thank you,
love
Michael.
that. I love that. Thank you, Michael. That was great. Hey, let's give you some feedback from Maria Short. You are so spot on. I am a
Okay.
nurse. I have always helped others like my mum.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking
Beautiful.
after myself now. Thank you so much. You are
Beautiful.
brilliant. What a great
Beautiful. Thank you,
feedback.
Maria.
She is,
Thank
she
you.
is, she is great. Um, but look at what Vanessa has written. This is a great live. I love the insights.
Oh,
I knew
thank you.
you would. I knew you would. Um, all right, let's have a look. The next one. Cherie, you're so funny. You're so funny. Hard to invite you, Harry. I'm in Sydney, you're in Melbourne. However, you're more than welcome. I'll be cooking up a storm and all from scratch. Oh my gosh, I wish.
Oh,
You know what?
invite me.
Yeah, I know. You know what? First of all, you're right. I am in Melbourne, so it's very difficult for me. Second of all, thank you so much that you would invite me. It's such a because I was telling Cherie the other week, I think I'm starting to try to live a little bit more. I'm trying to go out a little bit more because I've been cooped up in an apartment for ages, just
Yeah.
have been. And Cherie was sort of saying something similar to me that she's starting to go out a little bit more, and good on her. And I said to her, "Oh, me too, so am I now." Not that much, but a little bit. And that's why I said, oh, you know, that could have been a cool outing for me. And I love food. Sheree, I love
Yeah.
food. So please tell us all about the party. I'm so excited. And happy birthday to your husband from us. We are so grateful to you, Sheree. We really are. All right, let's go with the next one. Oh, speak of, let's go with feedback from Michael James DeMarco. So spot on. My film will be coming out soon, which is media. That's amazing. And also just got a full-time job in event management. So again, media. And so that's amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. That's so amazing. Michael, I mean, I'm so happy that you got that. We love him. He's great.
Yes, he is.
All right, let's go with let me just check who's online as well. While I do this button. Okay, let's go with who are we going to pick next? Let's do another one of ours. Oh, Kat, by the way, hold on. Let's hide you for a second. I just want to let you all know, Kat Simic is currently on a call. Of course she is. So she's taken. Her PIN is 9803, but she snapped up because, as I said, it's hard to get Kat. So when she's there, she gets taken. If you want to call her when she's available, definitely give her a call, but she's currently on a call. Benjamin Graham, however, is available on PIN 9166. Jeffrey Lawrence is available on PIN 9117, also for an email reading. Amazing Grace is available on PIN 9888, also for an email reading. Maria is on PIN 9126, also for an email reading. Natalie Norton Baker, who is super busy when she's on the phones, guys. So call her. Her PIN is 9810. And Nikki Stewart, who is also flat out. She's currently available. Her PIN is 9895. And Nikki is also available for an email reading. So definitely snap them up, guys, because as I said, a couple of them are always super busy. So I sort of check the calls sometimes and I have a habit of that. And I'm telling you, there are some that are constantly on the phone.
Yeah.
So when they're available, definitely call. Rhonda, you actually got a call after last week's live or last time you were on.
I did.
Yeah, I know.
I think I was on for about 40 minutes.
I know. I saw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, awesome. Because it's good.
Yeah.
It's good to know that you can get them after the live, and also we've got some at home. Now, let's bring her back on, Chantel.
Sure.
Liked and
Hi,
shared.
Chantel.
Will my mum and dad come back to Australia soon? We really miss them, and they want to come back, but they're having some issues with mum's visa. Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah. Thanks, Chantel. First of all, I don't feel that your dad will come without your mum. I feel like he'll wait. And I do feel like it will take a bit longer. I'm seeing legal. I feel like your parents have done everything right. And what I don't know whether it's a 5 or 7 page document, but I feel like there's an odd numbered page missing on your mum's visa application. So I feel like someone sort of looked at it, and then the third page is missing or it's blank or something. So, and it's just sort of sitting on someone's desk rather than saying, hey, can you resend that because we haven't got it all. So I feel like there's been some sort of admin stuff up with your mum's visa. And I do feel like it'll take a while. And I'm not feeling like there's much you can do about it. I don't feel that. I almost feel that if you phone and hassle them, they'll just deliberately take longer. I'm not feeling great about it, but I feel like they will come out to Australia, but it'll just take a bit longer.
Got you.
Thank
Okay,
you,
that's
Chantel.
good news, though. That's good news. This is Shara, I think. Shara, I hope I said your name right. Or is it Sahara? I think Shara. Liked and shared. Just wondering if there are any messages from my spiritual guides. Light and love to you all.
Hi, Shara. Thank you for that. There's a need for you to have a bit of financial advice at the moment, actually. There's something, it kind of feels like things have sort of changed and you've got sort of your life a bit segmented. I'm just feeling get a bit of financial advice just for peace of mind. I don't feel like you'll do much different, but I feel like that will, it's almost like I'm getting from your spiritual guides to get things in order, but you won't, but you're not disorganized. I just feel like get a bit of peace of mind to get things in order is what I'm getting.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Shara.
Thank you, Shara. Chantel, oh my gosh, that is what we think too. You're spot on.
Thanks, Chantel.
Very good. We love Chantel. Let's
And I
see.
feel like your parents are cute as well, Chantel.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Let me pull up. This has been such a great live, by the way. I just wrote, this is
Oh,
such a
thank
great
you.
live.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah. Couldn't say no to you, Harry.
I love you. I love you. Cherie said, Rhonda, you're also more than welcome. I'll be doing pasta bake. Oh my God. Potato bake. Oh my God. Pork belly with crackling. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yum. I mean,
Honey soy chicken wings.
yeah.
Fried rice. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? I am
All my
my mouth
favorites.
is watering. Are you kidding me, Cherie? Mate, your husband is one lucky man. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Oh my gosh, that
You
was
wanna
yum.
cook for my
Even just
birthday?
reading,
It's
even,
in mid-December.
even just reading that just made me feel like, oh my gosh, that is so yum.
Yeah.
Cherie, amazing, amazing. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so all right, let's pull up. Hey,
Although we
Kerry,
shouldn't accept an invite just based on the
on the
food.
food.
It should be based
But
on the people, not the
But the
food.
thing is, but she knows that we love her, though. That's why she's
Yeah.
invited. Otherwise, I know Cherie. There's no way she would invite if she didn't want us.
Yeah.
I can tell. Cherie's like, she's like, nah. If I'm not having you, I'm not having you. You can want the food, but you're not getting it. All right. Kerry has said, loved and shared. I would love a general reading on life, or if you can connect with past loved ones. Any messages would be kindly received. What a beautiful comment.
Yeah, beautiful. Carrie, I'm feeling like things are there's something unusual about the pace of things. I feel like at the moment it's in slow motion, and then there's other times it's really fast. But I feel like just enjoy the quiet times and enjoy it when it's slow. I I don't know whether September was a really difficult month for you, but it's kind of like you sort of. I feel like the worst of things have passed in September is what I'm getting. I just feel, don't. There's almost a feeling that you feel guilty if you're quiet or things are slow. But what I'm being told by spirit is just enjoy it, and buy yourself that new pair of shoes. I don't know whether you're gluing the sole on a pair of shoes or something, thinking I don't want to spend the money. I'll just fix it. Just buy it because I'm kind of seeing a pair of shoes and I'm seeing this. You've glued it and then the sole rips again. So just throw out those shoes and just buy a new pair of shoes. It's okay. It's
Buy a
just
new pair of shoes.
yeah, buy it. Be comfortable.
She
Thank you.
wrote, I understand exactly what you mean. Very
Yeah.
good.
Thanks, Carrie.
Cherie said 100% spot on.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, now we got feedback from Shara. Yes, I've definitely been suspecting I need to organize my finances
Yeah.
better. Thank you so much for confirming this for me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Can I
just do it.
I love that photo that you have of you, and I'm assuming that's
Yes.
your partner.
Yeah.
I love that photograph. It's beautiful. If you look at this,
Yeah.
and I hope you don't mind that I'm doing this, Shara. If you look at that photo, if you look at the way those heads are together, you can almost see a love heart shape around them.
You can.
If you
I
look,
was thinking the same thing. It's
you
beautiful.
can't you?
It
You can
really is
almost see
beautiful.
like a
And
little love heart shape.
they're so
Yeah,
well suited.
beautiful. Shara, what a gorgeous photo.
Yeah.
Love it. I hope I haven't embarrassed you. But it really does. It was shaped like a
Yeah,
love heart.
absolutely.
Okay, let's go with Carrie also added to I always buy for others and feel guilty when I do something for myself. Oh, darling, you should never feel guilty for that.
Yeah, darling. Honestly, buy
Yeah,
the shoes.
yeah, I buy the shoes. Oh, look what she said. Shara said, "Oh, thanks, guys. Bless you all. Oh,
Oh.
amazing. It's honestly gorgeous photo. Gorgeous photo. All right, let's pick another one. Joanne Hunt liked and shared. Have my choices I have made. Hold on. Liked and shared. Have my choices I have made the right one as I've walked away from my relationship? Ooh.
Okay, that's an interesting one, Joanne. I'm being told yes for now. I feel like you're going to revisit that relationship, but I'm not feeling there'll be a resumption of the relationship. But I feel like you'll either be thinking along those lines, but you'll get some clarity. So you're not going to be in this headspace of have I made the right choice. It's kind of like you're going to have confirmation of that. And if you were to write a list now of why you left the relationship, um, your former partner would do all of those things, or sort of almost like verbalize all of those things just in that moment of doubt. So just you're going to have that clarity very soon. But yes, you've made the right choice. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Awesome. Very good. All right, let's go with, oh, everyone's loving tonight. I'm so glad. Let's go with, let me see.
Oh, lots of love hearts. Beautiful.
I know everyone's loving it.
Jocelyn, thank you.
Everyone's really loving it. All right, let's go. You said Jocelyn. Let's go, Jocelyn. Liked and shared. Hello. What do you see coming my way and my family, please? Thank you kindly with all those love hearts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bit of travel actually for you and your family. And it's not too far, but it's different enough and it's nice enough. I'm also feeling like you're going to have family discussions around travel and the value in almost stop work. Like it's not just about sort of the money and keep working every day. You're going to decide to do something a bit differently, but learn something to do that. So there's sort of value in you doing that. I'm seeing that things are more settled in March. Like March, and I don't know whether it's going to be family birthdays or celebrations or something in March, but I see you and your family laughing a lot in March. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go with, I think her name is Zian. Hi, loved and shared. Would like to hear from both of my sisters and see if they have any messages or guidance for me.
Yeah, beautiful. Don't be so serious. It's interesting because both of your sisters are very different from each other, but the three of you had that loyalty. There's a feeling of sort of lighten up, don't be so serious, and that's around something you've been thinking of the past couple of days. And it's not sort of you setting boundaries, but it's almost like you wanting to set boundaries, but you don't need to, or you need to sort of reconsider what you're doing. So I'm not being given any more clarity than that, but just what you've been thinking in the past couple of days of almost like relaying a conversation you're going to have with someone, but I want you to have that conversation, or your sister, sorry, want you to have that conversation differently, Zian. Thank
awesome. You. All right, I love this question. Jessica Sainsbury. Hi, liked and shared. Question. Are you 24/7 on? Oh my God. Or can you switch off? Like if in line at Woolies, do you pick up randomly on things? Oh my God, no way. Also hoping that you might know when my partner's letter of authority will be finalized. Thanks as always. Go for it.
Okay, thank you. So your partner's letter of authority, I'm getting December and I'm getting May. So make sure it's finally finalized, not finalized subject to something else. But no, Jessica, I am not switched on 24/7. I definitely switch off because I'd go nuts if I couldn't. I can also, if I get messages, I can tell them to go away, and I'm respectful to spirit. But I mean, you still sort of get messages, but I don't. I don't sort of. I'm ethical in that I won't give a cold reading. I won't just go up to someone in Woolies. So I'll say not right now, that sort of thing. I know people that do that, but if someone did that to me, I'd tell them off. So I don't do that. So there's a question of being ethical, but I do get information, but I also get, if I'm doing a platform event or I'm doing something, I get information before that, or I'll get told there's going to be a theme to my readings when I do events. So I get information like that, but I've asked them to give it to me like that rather than give me specific information about people. I do get information about my own family and when someone's going to die and things like that, but that's okay. That's just for me.
Very good. Awesome. Great question. Jocelyn said, thank you so much. You are so spot on. Rhonda, what an amazing night. Thank you so much for being on. It was incredible. I mean, time just flew and people loved it. It was so amazing. Rhonda, thank you so much again. Are you able to log on to the phone lines?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
PIN 9897.
Give her a call. Her PIN is 9897. Rhonda, God bless you. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. And I hope to see everyone at Ocean Wings in a fortnight at the Tram Shed.
Go check out Ocean Wings at the Tram Shed. What date in November?
5th of November, Saturday, 10 to 7.
Okay,
and Facebook Ocean.
5th of November, guys. Check it out. Ocean Wings, 5th of November in Sydney at the Tram Shed. And check out the Facebook Ocean Wings.
Yes.
Rhonda, enjoy.
Thank
So
you.
much love to you.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Gorgeous. Bye.
Bye.
What an amazing live. I mean, you all like, look at this. Thank you. What a great live. Wow. Thanks. We love what you guys do. God bless you guys. It has been amazing. Definitely please give Rhonda Kelly a call. Her PIN is 9897. The phone number's in Australia, 02 907 10199. Phone number in the US, 1914 373 7280. Phone number in Canada, 17788 071426. And the mobile number worldwide is +61 4888 25177. Rhonda Kelly's PIN is 9897. Now, Benjamin Graham is also available on PIN 9166. Jeffrey Lawrence is available on PIN 9117. Grace is available on PIN 9888. Kat Simic has just come off the phone. She's available on PIN 9803. Maria is available on PIN 9126. Natalie Norton Baker is available on PIN 9810. Nikki Stewart is available on PIN 9895. And as I said, Rhonda is available, who you just had, on PIN 9897. Definitely give her a call, and I will see you all next Thursday. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Amazing live.